Hey guys, Wolfram is here with another video. In this particular video, I will be covering the craftable swords in Terraria, with the exception of the short swords, which, let's be honest, nobody ever crafts and nobody wants, and they're pretty much useless. And yeah, let's get started. So the first two swords that you can craft with the game are the wooden sword that does 7 damage and has average speed, and it needs only 7 wood and a working bench to be crafted. And the next one is the copper broadsword, which does 8 damage and still has average speed, which is not really a huge update, but it only needs 8 copper bars and an anvil, and I don't really see the need to craft it. I would prefer to craft some armor instead. Next up comes the iron broadsword, which has damage of 10 and has average speed, which is a pretty good update. So it is worth crafting, and it only needs 8 iron bars again, and also an anvil as all the other swords. And next up comes the silver broadsword, which is not really a huge update, and it's not worth crafting. Next up we have the golden broadsword, which deals 13 damage and has fast speed, and in my opinion it's really worth crafting, because it's quite decent at lower levels, but it does require 8 gold bars, which are pretty hard to come by when you have just started the game like 30 or 16 minutes ago. And next up we have Light's Bane, which deals only 3 extra damage more than the golden broadsword, and requires 10 damage bars, which are only found as drops on bosses. And yeah, if I were you, I would just stick with the golden broadsword. And yeah, with that we conclude the normal swords in Terraria. Next we have the lightsabers, which are pretty cool actually. And for the lightsabers, what you need is 10, 10 stones of one kind, and then 20 meteorite bars, and then you need an anvil as well. So basically, for example, if you want a red face blade, you need to have 10 rubies and 20 meteorite bars. And if you would like a purple face blade, you need 10 amethysts and again 20 meteorite bars. And yeah, that's basically it. And it's a pretty good sword. It deals 21 damage and has average speed, which is pretty good. uh, I would go into, for example, the underground jungle with one of these. It would be pretty nice. And last but not least, we have the two high-end game swords. The first one is the Blade of Grass, which can be crafted by using a silver broadsword, 40 jungle roses, and 20 stingers. Basically, you can find the jungle roses in the underground jungle, just there all around the place, like growing in the grass and things like that. And the stingers you can get from the hornets that inhabit the underground jungle. And except by this method, you can also get it as a drop from hornets. Yes, the blade of grass drops from hornets as well. And yeah, it's a pretty good blade. It's deals 28 damage and it has a slow speed, which is actually not that slow. It's reasonably fast, and it's a pretty good sword, I think. And next up we have the Fiery Greatsword, or Fiery, I don't know, Fiery Greatsword, which deals 34 damage and has a very slow speed, and it requires 35 hellstone bars to be crafted. And yeah, wow, it's a pretty decent sword. It's, well, more than decent, it's pretty good, but I don't like the fact that it has a very slow speed, and it has a slightly shorter reach than the Blade of Grass. So if I were you, I would stick to the Blade of Grass because well, the fire sword is the fire great sword is quite hard to craft compared to the blade of grass. And yeah, these are all the craftable swords in Terraria. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was useful for you. And please tell me if you liked it and if you didn't like it, and basically any kind of feedback is always useful. And subscribe for more videos, and I will see you next time.